Hello everybody, Awesome Soul here, and wishing you a happy 2016. So this video is sort of a retrospective look back, but also look forward to my channel. Kind of, I guess. It's been a great year for the channel. I have gone from, what was it? I have the actual number here somewhere. There we are. 164 subscribers, all the way up to 1,216. Pretty dang respectable. Now, something that I kind of forgot about, actually, was I relaunched this channel on the 6th of January. And that was pretty much 1 year ago. Give or take, a few days. You get the idea. Anyways, so relaunching it was pretty dang awesome, because before that I was just uploading random things. It wasn't really dedicated at all. It was well, I wanted it to be dedicated, but I just sort of, I don't know, I didn't want to be judged for my crappy videos. Then I was like, you know what? The only way to get better is to put out those crappy videos. So I think I've improved quite a bit. I mean, the very first video for the channel, the relaunch, if you will, is Robocraft Episode 1, The Return. Obviously meaning the return to me doing the channel full-time. Well, I never really did it full-time. Well, that's the thing. There were a few times where I was like, okay guys, I'm back full-time doing this. And then I would just sort of cut off. I did StarMade for a bit. And I think I did some Space Engineers around that time. And that was sort of a tiny chunk of, I guess, dedicated uploads. Where I was dedicated to the channel. And then I just gave up. But that was 2014. So why am I talking about this in my 2015 retrospective? I don't know. But what I do know is that I have improved quite a bit. I'm not going to link the Robocraft Episode 1 because I personally don't want to ruin your new year, or your eardrums for that matter. So search that one out if you feel like a bit of torture. It's not really that bad. Oh god. My very first video on this channel is by far even worse than that. Again, if you want to go search that yourself, do it, but I would highly, highly recommend avoiding that, like the plague. Anyways, until I want to say like episode 12 or so, maybe it was 16, I think episode 16-ish of Robocraft, I got a new mic, which, if you do decide to go back and watch the other one, you will notice that I was using a really crappy headset mic. It was pretty awful. It had like one of those mini pop filter things on it. It did nothing. Absolutely nothing. It was an assault on your eardrums. Let me just say that. Whenever I laughed, it would send crackles through the airwaves into your eardrums. And anyways, moving on. What else do we have? I guess we can sort of touch on what I want to do in 2016. So what I haven't done in a while are those, I don't really know what to call them. I guess creative suggestion videos? I guess that kind of makes sense. Like the, I've had a few where I just sort of talk over things with like a picture of some random mech leg in the background, or the old flippers that would flip your robot over. I was like, okay, you could repurpose them for something that would lower your spot time, which I personally still think they need to add into the game. But maybe add those to radar jammers, because the whole spotting thing needs a buff. But I've gone over that quite a bit. And it's not like I say it every day, but, you know, it is something that I think needs to be addressed. The whole radar system need some work. But yeah, the video that I'm quite proud of is the... Well, not like overwhelmingly proud, like, oh my gosh, the best thing ever, but I mean, more so that I really like the style and the effort that I put into it, and I'm very happy with how it turned out, which was the multi-drive leg video, the concept video thing. So, what I did with that is basically I sat down one day, and I'm like, you know, that'd be a pretty cool idea. So, let's make a video on it. Let's search up some images. And I'm like, wait a second. Maybe I should make my own images. So I did. And Rick really liked the video, which was awesome. I was very, very happy about that. He added that video rather to favorites on Twitter, at least. And he didn't really say anything about it, but hopefully that little favorite got added to the pile of ideas, which was probably really high by now, because they did that thread a little while ago asking for feedback, like a huge dump of feedback. It got over like 20 pages, probably even more than that, I can't remember. But yeah, I want to do more videos like that. I do have a few lined up, 3 currently, that I want to do. Those sort of Robocraft-esque images, I guess. Basically, make the part look like how it would actually look if it was in Robocraft. I'm sort of sticking to 2D images because I don't really have the time to learn 3D modeling. But, yeah, I think the 2D images get the point across, and they turned out pretty well, at least I think. For the multi-drive leg, at least. What I want to do is those kind of videos, but I will hopefully have the time to do them. Fingers crossed. Now what else do I need to talk about? Yes, streaming. So, live streaming has been brought up a few times on this channel. I've only actually streamed once, which is for like a special event type thing. It was the Robocraft or Awesome Souls community stream. And it didn't really turn out too well because, well, I was still on Wi-Fi back then. Yes, I do have an actual PC box, but I was using Wi-Fi. I know, it's hard to believe. It was just because the whole router, the position of the router, it was really hard to get a cable over here. Anyways, so yeah, I do want to get more live streams in. The problem with me is, though, I have a hard time diving into certain things initially, but once I actually get in to it, I'm like, okay, this is part of my schedule now. Now it's just a normal part of life. So, once I actually get into streaming, hopefully it will become a regular thing on the channel. Fingers crossed. Yeah, I'm sure it will be, but the initial streams that I did was sort of a turn-off to me, just because I had so many problems with it. But I'm sure I won't have that many problems now, hopefully. Yeah. Anyways, what else do I want to talk about? I guess I can thank all of you guys, actually. So, obviously, I have a pretty respectable number of subscribers now. It is getting a little harder to reply to all of you. I'm sure you've noticed that. I'm not made of time, unfortunately. Nor am I made of money, but that's not really... Anyways, you get the idea. So yeah, as always, I am very grateful to you guys for the continued support. And, yeah, just thank you. A lot. Yeah, thanks for sharing my videos around. Thanks for subscribing, obviously. And, yeah, more to come in 2016. I don't want to get all super sappy, so I will move on. Just trying to think if I missed anything. I don't believe I missed anything I wanted to talk about. I guess what you guys could do is down below point out what you would like to see more of and like to see less of on the channel. No guarantees I will actually do them, but your feedback is always appreciated, and it will allow me to interpret what you want in my own way and give something super awesome to you guys, hopefully. Or maybe I will take your suggestions verbatim, and I will do them exactly as you say. Because I am at your whim. Not exactly. I do like to do my own thing on this channel. But, yeah, it kind of wraps up everything. Hopefully you guys had a great New Year's celebration, or a nice laid-back celebration. Either one works for me. I'm more of the laid-back person myself. So, with that, guys, I thank you so much for watching. And, see you next year. Well, I guess this video is next year. So, yeah, my bad. Oops. Alright, guys. Take care.